So as we approach Parshat Beshalach, this Dvar Torah, I remember years and years ago from being in a hospital here in Yerushalayim where Eli Gastworth was sick, and I went to visit him. And I shared with him this Dvar Torah, and it's something I can't say enough of how relevant it is for right now also. It says in our Parsha, the beginning of our Parsha, it says, Vayasev Elokim et ha'am derech hamidbar yamsuf v'chamushim alu v'nei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim. So first we'll talk about the second half of the pasuk. So we're leaving Mitzrayim, and it says v'chamushim. We left. We elevated ourselves from Eretz Mitzrayim chamushim, and there are different interpretations. The Targum Yonatam ben Uziel, both in our Parsha and also in Parshat Bo, has an incredible statement. He says chamushim is from the language of chamish. V'kol chad im chamisha tafla sliku b'nei Yisrael mi'ared Mitzrayim. Everybody had 5 kids. So our first question is, what Rav Yosef Salant, the great darshan here in Yerushalayim, right next to us in the Chorva Shul, asks is, what is this, the most unbelievable family planning ever? Everyone had 5 kids. What's pshat in the Targum Yonasan ben Uziel? Another interpretation that's brought down is the Targum Yerushalmi. Targum Yerushalmi is that they were chamushim, they were armed. They weren't just armed, they were armed be'uvda tuva, with ma'asim tovi. And the question that Rav Yosef Salant asked, question number 2 is, what type of good actions are they armed with? The day before, the pasuk says, and we all know it, it says va'at arom eriyah, which we know that they were naked of mitzvos. We were on the 49th level of Tumah, where Chazal say that Hashem had to give us 2 mitzvot of Dam Pesach and Dam Milah through those mitzvot to show that we were worthy of leaving Mitzrayim. So that's question number 2. What is the Yerushalmi saying? That we had good ma'asim tovim. And the third perush is Rashi brings down from the Mechelta that says that chamushim is 4 out of the 5, only a 5th left, right? Chamishiyah, a 5th left. 4/5 died because they didn't have the emunah. Rashi quotes from the halachic midrash in the Mechelta that says they died in the shloshit me'afela, in the darkness. The question is, are these just 3 different perushim, or can we put them all together? And the last part we'll see is that there is a connection to the beginning of the pasuk that says, "Vayasev Elokim et ha'am derech hamidbar yamsuf." That we circled around. We didn't go the shortcut. We didn't have Waze. We didn't have GPS, right? But we were going for a distance. What's the connection between these 2 messages? And Rav Yosef Salant says it wasn't just beautiful and unbelievable family planning. Rav Yosef Salant explains that with the midrash that says that 4/5 died because they were rishayim and they did not have the proper emunah in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you can't believe that it was for the Ketanim also. They didn't do anything wrong. They were chaf mipesha. Excuse me. They didn't do anything wrong. The children stayed alive. And if that's true, what do we have? We have then 4 parts of families of Yiladim Ketanim that were now without parents. And therefore, Am Yisrael, when they left, they didn't leave. What it doesn't mean 5 kids for each family. What it means is that as a result, every person left with their own children, and everybody then took from that, the 4/5 they took from a different family also. So the 4/5 that left, they were the 4 families. And then, as he says, that you had another 4 families from the parents that passed away. Nimsa shekol echad miYisrael halach, with 5 kids. It means that there were 5 families of kids. That's what Targum Yonasan ben Uziel is referring to, right? They took their own family, and they're also from the family that passed away. And if that's true, the chidush here is the location here is not telling me about the numbers. That's in Parshas Bo. But here it's the Seder. It's telling me the way it's leaving. It's telling me about our great chesed of the Uvda Tuva that the Targum Yerushalmi says. That what ma'asim, that the beginning of the Parsha is pasuk is Vayasev Elokim et ha'am derech hamidbar yamsuf. That if you go on a shpatzir, you go on a tiul, you go with your own family to come and take another kid, okay. it's Rahmanas, but okay, you want to help out your next door neighbor, you want to help out someone who's needy. But here it's Vayasev Elokim et ha'am derech hamidbar. They don't even know where they're going. Derech hamidbar. This is telling us about, it's specifically here in Parshat Beshalach, it's telling me about the great chesed that Am Yisrael has in the times of tzara v'chamushim alu v'nei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim. And if that's true, explains Rav Yosef Salant, that we see that Am Yisrael chamisha tifla, right? It's telling us that we were going, that only one of that each family took 4 of the other families that passed away. So now we understand maybe what it says in what it says in Yirmiyahu, where we say Zacharti lach chesed neurayach lechtech acharai bamidbar beretz lo zerua. We were going bamidbar. We had emunah in Hashem. Not only bisman neurayach when we were younger, but explains the Rav Yosef Salant that a Chacham said chesed neurayach is with the ne'arim. We took these children, right, and when we were together of Klal Yisrael. And with that, it's very applicable to nowadays, where we have this unbelievable, not only our na'arim, our tzaddikim, but the tremendous chesed that you see within Am Yisrael to believe in the skula of what Am Yisrael is, that it's not only the me, myself, and I, but the level of coming out of Mitzrayim and now being in Eretz Yisrael at this time. We see the tremendous chesed that everyone is doing for each other. May we be armed together, not only with our physical arms, and destroy the enemy, but understand the tremendous or and chesed that we have. V'chamushim alu v'nei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim. Shabbat shalom.